At least it's not 110 yet. I think it's only about 95 right now, so it's not horrible. Okay, I think my camera's recording. Hopefully. I'm back.
Are you?
I think I am. This looked like it had everything in it.
It seems like it.
And it didn't look like it had ever been used either. Everything, yeah, all the plastics on everything still. Awesome. Oh, those are so cool. I was trying to see what this said on it. It looks like it says Pontiac. It's a little Pontiac emblem. So that's kind of cool. All right.
Enjoy.
Have a good weekend. So nothing very exciting this time, but that picnic set has never been used. The canvas bag looks like it's been in storage for a while, but everything inside is brand new, so that should be, and it's a Benson and Hedges advertising item. It's a leather bag. It says, it's got the Pontiac emblem on it. That's what I was trying to see in the photos. You couldn't really see it, but this thing's leather. It's in really good condition. Anyway. And these are melamine or Melmac bowls. I just thought they were kind of interesting. Could not find any exactly like them online anywhere. So hopefully someone will want these. And these are just tin or aluminum, a cake carrier, and a canister that match. They are really in rough shape, but someone will probably want them. So I'll find out after I get them listed. I'm going to try and clean them up a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Hello, Fat Grandma here. Happy Memorial Day. If there was any footage before this, that was me picking up my latest auction stuff. I got it yesterday. Nothing exciting in that batch of items. If you saw them, I found an issue with the leather duffel bag that says Pontiac, had the Pontiac emblem on it. The handle, and I'm going to have to see if I can repair it. The Velcro, or whatever we're supposed to call it when we list items, we can't use the word Velcro, but the part that wraps over the top of the handle, someone repaired it with staples, of all things, because it was coming loose, I guess, and they just used a stapler, you know. So I'm going to see if I can fix that. If not, I'll just redonate it. I paid $7.50 for it, so, you know, with plus some fees and stuff. But I mean, the rest of it looks great. It's in really good condition. The handle's just got an issue, so I'll have to see if I can fix that. The only thing that I got that I thought that I really liked was the metal cake canister and the cake carrier and the canister that matches it. I'm gonna have to clean those up for sure. They are not in good shape, but I think they're really awesome. I don't know how old they are, but the picnic set it's got Benson and Hedges on it, which is a cigarette company, or it was a brand of cigarettes. If you are not a smoker, you wouldn't know that, but having been one in the past, And I used to smoke Benson and Hedges menthol 100s they were 100s, I think. Way back a long time ago, that's what I smoked, and then I switched to another brand. But anyway, I just, it's a piece of cigarette advertising memorabilia, and it's a picnic set, and it was never used. The outside canvas bag is a little bit it's not worn, it's just, you can tell it's been stored for a long time. So that was the only thing with that, and I only paid $5 plus fees and stuff for that. So I don't know if I'm going to make my money back or not. I should, though, with the tin, with the cake carrier and the canister and the Benson and Hedges picnic set. Just those two things, I should be able to at least make my money back. So that leather duffel bag's kind of a bummer, because if it didn't have an issue with the handle, it would probably sell for a minimum of around $40. So that would not have been a bad buy if there wasn't something wrong with it. The Melmac or melamine bowls, they looked better in the photos than they did in person. And again, this is one of those auction houses that's pretty far from me, so it's not like I can just buzz over and look at stuff to get a preview before the auction. You have to rely on the photos, and there weren't any close-up photos of the interior of the bowls, so I don't know if those are going to sell or not. If you have not been here before, my name is Paula. I have a very small eBay store. I occasionally sell items on Poshmark. I recently was selling on Mercari, was giving them a second try, and if you saw my last video, I'm having an issue with my first sale on Mercari already. I have not gotten the ferry back yet. The buyer emailed me and said that she's going to mail it back tomorrow. So I'll know more about the condition once I have it back and I can see. But that styrofoam that those things come packed in, it's already shipped a couple of times in its life, and the wings never got broken. So I just don't know. I have to get a close-up look at it. I have to see which wing. The photos that the buyer provided to Mercari were pictures that showed the wing broken off. They showed the ferry without the wing attached. They showed the box and how I packed it, which at least it showed that there was no damage to the box at all. None. And so I don't know how it broke in shipping. I've got to get a look at the styrofoam where the ferry is seated in the packaging, and just get a closer look at it. I may be able to repair it too. That's the other thing. So I may still be able to sell it. I'll just have to reduce it and, mark that it's been repaired. So, but I should still be able to make the money back that I paid for it in the beginning. Anyway, so that's it as far as Mercari is concerned. I've pulled all of my listings from their website. I'm once again not going to deal with them because I don't like how they handled the return that I had as a customer, as a buyer, back in, I think it was September last year, which is the first time I had listings on there. And I didn't like how they handled and just gave me a refund immediately. And they did the same thing with mine. I read some stuff on their website that says that if a buyer requests a refund, the seller has time to look at the photos and, decide what to do or whatever. I never got to see. I had to chase them down and ask for the photos, and and they gave the refund immediately. I mean, there was no time given for me to look at anything. So I just did not, I don't like how they handled that. There's a lot of things I don't like about eBay, but I do not like the fact that I don't have any say-so at all as a seller with regard to refunds or returns or any of it. Mercari decides everything. So, I'm not going to deal with them again. I don't think, unless something changes and they change their policy so that sellers actually have a say. But this is the second time from both sides that a buyer was given a refund without the seller having any say-so at all. you know. Once I was the buyer, and then this time I was the seller. So I don't like that, you know. So for me, it's not worth it to have my stuff on there. So what I usually do is talk about my sales for the past week, and then if there's anything personal to talk about, I'll talk about that afterward. I am going to talk about a couple things before I go into my sales, though, because I think it's important and I don't want to forget. I was watching another reseller this morning, and they mentioned that FJ Treasures did a video, and they were exposing companies that are shortchanging people on the bubble wrap that we're all buying to use for our shipping. And they did this whole. They measured and checked the length of the bubble wrap that they received from several different places. Supply Hut, American Bubble Boy, Amazon Basics, I think it is, and then a couple of other places, and all of them came up short on the amount that they were supposed to have shipped. American Bubble Boy was the closest to the right amount on both of the rolls that they got, and they weren't that far off. The other places were way off. I mean, it's not just a matter of like 10 feet of bubble wrap that they were short. It was a lot. And so you guys may want to go over and watch their video just so you can see what they did, the way that they measured everything. You can watch the video and see for yourself. But I've been buying my bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy for a few months now. I had one issue with them, and it was a shipping issue on when I thought I was going to get it and when it actually was shipped and I was able to pick it up. But that was the only time I've had a problem. And, their prices and for the amount that you get seemed to be the best that I had run across so far. If I need bubble wrap in a pinch, I will pick some up when I go to Walmart to pick up my groceries. But I just get a small roll to hold me over until my shipment that's coming in the mail shows up. It was pretty eye-opening. And there's been times in the past when I've gotten bubble wrap that I've ordered from Amazon, and I can't remember where else. I think possibly eBay one time. Maybe once I ordered bubble wrap from someone. And you get the roll and you think there's no way this is however many feet they claim it is. I don't have the room to roll out a whole entire roll of bubble wrap to double check and see if it's short, but these guys did all the work, and it was really, I don't know what's going to happen with these other suppliers. They're going to have to get with the program and stop screwing their customers, because that's messed up. If you advertise 350 feet of 12-inch wide bubble wrap, you shouldn't be getting 250 feet. That's messed up. Where's the other 100 feet going? So anyway, there was that, and I can't remember what else I was gonna. Well, if I think of it, I'll talk to you guys after I talk to you about my solds. There weren't very many. I think I had 5. I sold 5 things this week, and none of them were anything to get excited over. So the first item I sold was a cobalt blue. It was just a large pedestal bowl. It had a gold swirl design in it, and it was pretty big. Took a large box and kind of a pain to ship, but it got there and it's fine. So that sold for $14.79 plus shipping, and with shipping it was $23.25. It wasn't super heavy, it was just big and clunky. Trying to avoid things like that now. I don't want to have large breakables anymore if I can avoid it. If it's something that'll sell for a lot and I'll make a decent amount of profit on it, then I might. But if it's something that I'm only going to make $10 profit on, then it's not worth it. Not for all the packing materials and the heavy duty box. It's just not worth it. Anyway, the next item I sold was a 6-inch chokin peacock plate, and it was just a little. My mom has a ton of chokin, and some of it is the black chokin, which she has said she's giving to me, so that'll get sold on eBay at some point. It's not worth anything these days, chokin. When she bought it all, I think it was back in the late 80s or the early 90s. I don't remember exactly when she was buying it, but you know, it was a little more popular then, and she way overbought. There's two giant curio cabinets in here that are full of chokin. I mean, and I'm talking overflowing, and there's stuff in the living room. It's everywhere. So anyway, this one I happen to get in a lot with a bunch of other dishes that have already been, that lot has been paid for. The plate sold for $3.59. I kept lowering the price. Anyway, with shipping it was $11.04. So obviously they paid way more for shipping than they did for the plate. The next item I sold was two vintage miniature clown jester Mardi Gras dolls, and one of them, the little top knot on the hat, was missing. I listed them together, and I got an offer for $6.50, and I took it because they were in with a big lot of stuff that I bought, and so the cost for these was maybe 50 cents a piece or $1 at the most. So, you know, I didn't even know if they would sell them. They weren't listed very long, really. So, you know, $6.50, and then it was $15.93 with shipping. The next item I sold was the Sac women's woven handbag. This was a very small purse, had a very long strap, crossbody bag, and the handbag was like 5.5 inches square, basically. I mean, it was rectangle shaped, but it wasn't, I mean, it was maybe 6 inches wide and then 5.5 deep. Anyway, it was blue. It was cute. It was a cute little bag, very plain. It sold for $7.79, and with shipping, it was $13.90. And I believe that went first class. First class seems expensive now. I think it's after you get over a certain amount of ounces. It might be 8 ounces or something. It's high, you know, because it went in a poly bag. The last item, I would have had another sale, but that Mercari one is coming back to me. So, and that would have been my profitable sale this week. You know, the one that I actually made some money on. My last sale on eBay was a Knott's Berry Farm souvenir plate, green and white transferware. It was a really cool plate. It was thrown in with another auction lot that I purchased that was the red transferware. It was Mason's stoneware. And I've sold a ton of that stuff. And I'm already in, you know, out of the red with that. I'm all of its profit. And I've still got quite a few pieces of that left. But this was in with that stuff. And so it's paid for. Anyway, it sold for $7. I got an offer. And with shipping, it was $15.23. So that is it for my sales. I told you guys in my last video where I talked about the Mercari issue that, you know, my sales were almost non-existent this week. The only item that I really made any profit on was that cobalt blue dish bowl, and I made $11.82, and that doesn't include the box that I used for shipping and all of the bubble wrap. I probably made, I don't know, maybe $25 in profit this week, you know, after all is said and done, maybe 30 at the most. You know, it's fine. I don't need to make a ton of money right now. It would be nice to make more, and I have in the past. It's just slow right now, and I haven't been going crazy with my listing or any of that. I don't know. I've got other things on my mind. So I do want to get some more stuff listed today, though. So I'm going to get this video edited and, you know, get some things listed tonight. Yeah, I hope you guys have had a nice long weekend if you had today off from work. And, you know, I guess I will see you guys in a week with my solds video if I have any sales. Have a good week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.